Hey, check out the new video from Gear Wheel channel. If you're ready, let's roll. Okay, the first clip of the video is like that first cup of coffee in the morning. Why? Well, you'll see in just a few seconds.
Well, we've all felt the kick from the first coffee early in the morning.
First day on the new job. And also the last. Something terrible happened to this JCB excavator. From what I can tell by the surroundings, I'd say they were cutting a road through gorges and mountains.
What?
Construction sites like these are very dangerous. Rock slides happen a lot, and the ground can give way under the weight of the machine, so the machine often falls into a deep gorge. And it looks like one of those two things is exactly what happened to this JCB excavator. The massive Caterpillar 994 wheel loader is slowly but surely being devoured by flames. The drone footage shows that the fire has engulfed half the machine, and there's still no sign of the firefighters. From what I can see, the fire seems to be concentrated around the front right wheel. Drop your thoughts in the comments. What do you think could have caused it? The bulldozer operator was working in the forest when he accidentally fell into a hidden chamber, reinforced with rebar. A complex recovery operation is now expected, and an investigation will determine the purpose of that mysterious chamber. A metro train traveling at 25 kilometers per hour failed the buffer stop test. Luckily, the guy with the camera stayed calm and kept filming the whole thing without fear. Well, classic scenes after the rain. The mine turns into a dangerous circus, and the drivers have to stay fully focused because there's no room for mistakes. Transporter gets stuck delivering 90 tons of crane counterweights at the SpaceX launch site in Boca Chica, Texas. But seriously, can someone please explain to this guy that the more he turns the wheels left and right, the deeper he's digging himself in? And now, for me, the best machine in our mine, the Liebherr R9300 G8. The R9300 is the second generation 8 excavator launched within Liebherr's product portfolio. and builds on the original equipment manufacturer's decades of excavator design expertise in the mining industry. As a Generation 8 machine, the R9300 comes fitted with the most advanced Liebherr mining technologies. These technologies provide increased operational performance and enable future product requirements such as automation and zero-emission options. This powerful piece of mining machinery boasts several key features designed to enhance productivity, efficiency, and environmental performance. It consumes up to 15% less fuel compared to its predecessor, the R9250, thanks to Liebherr power efficiency technology that optimizes engine and hydraulic performance. The machine's lighter and stronger attachment, combined with optimized force distribution, faster cycle times, and a larger bucket capacity, results in increased productivity. With an expected operational life increased by 33%, from 45,000 to 60,000 operating hours, the R9300 G8 also reduces maintenance costs and enhances efficiency. The excavator is equipped with a diesel engine featuring selective catalytic reduction technology, meeting the latest emission standards while maintaining power and efficiency. Additionally, the advanced hydraulic system includes a closed-loop swing circuit, which recovers kinetic energy during deceleration, further reducing fuel consumption and improving overall system efficiency. This state-of-the-art piece of equipment weighs 252 metric tons with the backhoe attachment, or 253 metric tons with the face shovel attachment. It is equipped with a Cummins QSK38 diesel engine that generates 1,350 horsepower at 1,800 RPM. The bucket capacity is 16.5 cubic meters or 21.6 cubic yards with the backhoe attachment, and 16 cubic meters or 20.9 cubic yards in the face shovel configuration. It also has a breakout force of 885 kilonewtons, or 198,956 pounds force.
Fire and hull.
Okay, pipeline blasting. Write in the comments which movie this scene reminds you of.
That was freaking cool.
A guy with a mez truck without chains, in the middle of nowhere, took off who knows where with a 20-ton load. I really don't know what these guys are thinking. Heading out in weather like this without proper equipment is pure gambling. Luckily, the D9R showed up to help. What fascinates me about the Russians, especially in such remote places, is that they don't seem to care at all about safety protocols, equipment condition, or proper gear. Their main goal is just to get from point A to point B, without thinking twice about whether they actually have the conditions for such a thing. The D6N got itself into a real mess, but why did it go down there if it was clear there was that much mud? Well, it's happened to me a few times, where the ground surface looks dry, but underneath it's a real trap, with mud up to a meter deep. You see the dry surface and start working with the machine, and then suddenly you sink. If you're not experienced enough, the only thing left to do is wait for the recovery team. But let's see if it manages to get out on its own or if it's going to need some help. At this point, it was clear that it was going to need some help. it finally made it out, but only with the help of an excavator. This pipeline blasting is so satisfying. I could watch it all day. This train accident happened in Canova, West Virginia. The driver jumped out just in time, but if he had stayed in the truck, he might not have been seriously injured by the train, but he definitely would have gone deaf. And now, the most iconic, the most legendary clip on the internet. The story goes the rescue team still hasn't made it to the passengers buried under the snow. And once again, rain, mud, and the circus can begin, fellas. Bro's whole life passed before his eyes. End of the night shift, and he can't even get out to the parking lot. Just great. By the way, you can watch the full video at the link in the description. After a few tries, he gave up. He parked the vehicle by the road, and the grader went to pick up the driver. What do you get when you combine an Indian guy and a Hitachi excavator? An epic show. Typical scenes from countries that don't care about worker safety. I think their safety priority is jump out of the cab and run. Luckily, this guy wasn't wearing his seatbelt, so he wasn't seriously injured. And once again, for who knows how many times. Night, rain, mud. Like I said earlier, there's no room for mistakes. A lot of you commented on the previous video that it's not safe to drive in these kinds of conditions, that the trucks are risking too much when they slide, that the whole management should be shut down, and so on. So, let me explain. Things like this happen in every mine around the world. Roads and mines are made of gravel and limestone, with lots of dust. And when it rains, of course, mud forms and it gets slippery. If you want zero mud when it rains, you'd have to pave every road in the mine, and that's just not possible. Graders, bulldozers, and loaders do their best to keep the roads in good shape, but a mine is simply huge. I've got no idea what he was thinking trying to climb that excavator up a 15-foot wall. Now you're about to see the best and fastest spreading of 256 tons of gravel. €30,000 burnout per tire? Not bad at all. Imagine you're digging a foundation for a house and you find this in the ground. Well guys, guess there's no end to human stupidity. If you found this video useful, hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. It would mean a lot to us. Until the next video, bye. Oh yeah, please guys, don't do anything stupid.